Today I'm sitting down with Olamide Gbotosho, and she is a candidate for the Vice President for Public Relations and Marketing. Thank you so much for being here with me today.
Thank you for having me.
So we're just going to start talking about your experiences in SGA so far. Starting off, why did you join SGA?
So I was actually involved in SGA in high school, so that kind of prompted me to join SGA when I first came here. And I was also trying to find my place at Quinnipiac because I really couldn't find that group of people that I really connect to. Because I was also really struggling with wanting to transfer and because I wasn't able to find my place. So SGA kind of just people said SGA kind of was like family. So I really also really helped me to want to join SGA. So that was different factors that made me want to join.
That's really great. And just talking about your experience so far, how has your experience prepared you for this next bigger position on e-board?
So I've been vice president of my class for 2 years, and with that position, I'm the one that kind of has to be the one promoting what we're doing. If you have a meet and greet, whether make posters for it, and kind of put posters everywhere. So stuff like that is what kind of helps me kind of go low key kind of PR things. So really just helped me be ready to be for this position.
Being in SGA, a very important part is making initiatives and spearheading them and seeing them through.
Yeah.
What are some initiatives that you've been a part of?
So my first ever initiative was adding waffles to the cap, and I was so proud of it. And then I was just wow, that's really nothing. I realized it was just a small change, but then I kind of added, instead of just adding waffles, the printers on campus, I was able to get those replaced, which is my biggest initiative that I've done so far here. I also added fixed lighting in the Hill Circle, which is also another small thing, but it also helps the residents that do live around there, especially at night. So, and right now I'm working on tailgating and adding a spring involvement fair to campus. So working on bigger initiatives, and I also worked on small things too.
That's really great. And those bigger initiatives that you're working on, how do you think they're going to affect the Quinnipiac community?
I think it's going to really improve the culture here in Quinnipiac, especially with tailgating. That's going to definitely increase school spirit, because that's something that students definitely do want at Quinnipiac. And even if I was elected for the position, I would definitely want to see that through. Something that a lot of schools have that we don't, and that's something that would definitely benefit the whole student body. And with the spring involvement fair, that will definitely benefit transfer students that come to Quinnipiac, and freshmen, because first year students, because first semester you don't really feel comfortable going out and getting involved, but then second semester you're okay, that's what I want to join, but you don't really know what to join. So definitely the spring involvement fair is definitely going to help those two groups of students mainly.
And looking forward, say you get elected to Vice President for Public Relations and Marketing, what are some goals that you have for yourself in that position?
Just making us more transparent and present in the student body, because right now there's only very few students in the SGA that's kind of out there and that kind of make themselves known, that say hey, I'm at SGA. There's also very few members that kind of go out there and kind of go get themselves involved and go to a lot of events. So just kind of making ourselves more transparent, face-to-face with students, rather than just through social media, but just making us say hey, I'm in SGA, this is what I'm working on. Do you have any ideas and suggestions for me? Because that's what's going to go a long way. Because if you come up to someone, most likely they're going to come up to you and say, hey, this is my idea. So it's really just pulling that through, and maybe having liaisons also for the public relations committee, because that's going to be really important. If someone's a student athlete, they can definitely tell them, hey, SGA is working on this. If someone's in Greek life, talk to people in Greek life. Having different liaisons for different positions is really going to help publicize what we're doing in SGA.
And what makes you the best candidate for this position?
I'm someone that's very self-motivated and that takes innovative approaches to different situations. And I'm also an advertising major, so that also kind of helps me have background knowledge and in the position and everything. And I'm also someone that's kind of would also take a lot of opinions and feedback to say oh, this is not working, so let's try doing this. And I'm coming also from an outside perspective, because since I wasn't on the PR committee, I was able to see what works and doesn't work from an outside side.
Polls open at 8 a.m. on Wednesday morning. Make sure to vote on Do You QU. To follow along with all of Q30's SGA election coverage, make sure to go to q30tv.com/debates2019.